Hey traders, checking in on the cryptocurrency space. There's a little bit of a shift in the air in the broader market. I'll talk about that. We'll look at some charts and we'll prepare for the inevitable break of the equilibrium that we are all waiting for on Bitcoin. Volatility is coming soon. So the chart guys theme of the week has been patience, and it's been very fitting for the Bitcoin daily equilibrium as it tightens up. And we got the free ebook. Again, if you haven't checked it out yet, put a link in the description of the video as well as the comments. Free ebook talking about patience, examples of when to be patient, establishing a trade game plan. And Lamont put this together, and Lamont's pretty smart. So checking in on the broader market. First off, if you're interested in the broader market, watch the market video that I put out yesterday after hours that is very in-depth on my feelings in the market right now. And over the past 2 days, I've made a notable shift leaning to the bull side, and I've established some longer term swing positions in the stock market world. And that obviously relates to what we're watching in the cryptocurrency world as well, as there is significant correlation. I feel a sentiment shift in the air, and it was a falling wedge breaking bull. Again, I'm not going to go too in depth because I did that yesterday and it's all there for you to check out. But this was a bull break that I was keeping a close eye on. And here we are seeing SPY test the highest level in weeks. If 441.11 were to break from here, that then puts anybody that's been bearish for the last month underwater. And if we reject from that level, we can remain within this equilibrium. So obviously Bitcoin is going to be watching very closely what happens here. Do we reject? I mean, just the fact that we're up this close to this resistance is bullish. If we were going to see a lower high with, a bounce of 60% retracement and keep tightening up, it would be different. This definitely favors the bulls to even just get to that level. But if we reject, patience will be required because we will still continue to trade tight. So we can be watching the S&P 500 futures 4-hour time frame, which just confirmed a bull flag today, and watch that resistance level for the next couple of days. And if we lose the 4-hour uptrend without breaking it, we tighten up further. So where Bitcoin stands is continuing to tighten up as well. And it is entirely possible that a daily lower high is shaping up here. The burden is on the bulls to break these resistances, which they have been unable to do. Today's a daily inside bar. We're seeing a little bit of relative weakness compared to the broader market today. The 4-hour is just tightening up. We had a big upper wick. We saw a big bear rejection. We climbed back up, another rejection, and just tightening up sideways. But obviously, having just looked at the S&P 500 futures, seeing another leg up, we can say today we're a little bit weaker than the broader market. That being said, crypto stocks are having a big day. MARA, big green day today, testing the highest level in a couple weeks, and Riot is doing the same thing, bull break. So we're seeing some relative strength in the crypto miners, specifically those two. So bulls are hoping that that is a precursor to give a little bit of information in how Bitcoin's going to break here. And again, bigger picture, we know we're watching Bitcoin's monthly for a higher low still. And it's just inside bar. We're just patient. We are waiting for this break. And I have a bull lean on this break just because I'm going with the prevailing trend. And the prevailing trend is a monthly uptrend. And anything above 28.8 is a monthly higher low. And with how bearish everything has been the last month, the fact that we are still trading sideways, that's a win for the bulls in my opinion. So, and by bearish, I just mean all the headlines and the geopolitical issues and all that. So the question for the next 2 days, 3 days maybe, are we going to set a lower high and keep tightening up, or can the bulls break resistance? If we lose the 4-hour uptrend convincingly, lower high is set, and we then scout a higher low compared to 37.5. And the way to play this equilibrium, if you're looking for a bull break, you're either waiting for the break. I prefer to play inside the equilibriums. So I would add, I currently have a position, a swing position in Bitcoin, just as a starter from the last pullback here. I forget what day it was. There was something about news in the stock market that made me jump on some position somewhere around here. But I would add to that. Why? Because I'm just going to stick any stop under 37. And yes, I'm aware that crypto can easily break a support level straight into a bounce. But the play for me will be 37 needs to hold if we're going to break bullish. So I will be looking to add a bit on daily consolidation. But I will probably choose altcoins instead of Bitcoin. But I'll be using Bitcoin as my guide when to add altcoins. Why am I going to add altcoins instead of Bitcoin? Number one, I have a Bitcoin swing position with a stop under 37, and the dominance chart is shifting. Alt bulls best case scenario for all bulls, Bitcoin, equilibrium bull break, dominance, weekly consolidation begins. And this is a daily equilibrium that is testing support. We have a weekly stair-step pattern with a higher low every single week for a long time, and that's on the verge of breaking. And if this breaks and Bitcoin is weak, that means Bitcoin is dropping faster than alts. If this breaks bear and Bitcoin is strong, that means alts are shooting up faster than Bitcoin. And we know in the recent environment, the last however long this bounces, 2 months or whatever, we've seen Bitcoin leading the way up and leading the way down. It's been a very notable shift in the market environment. Yesterday, alts had a pop, and it was, oh, this is how it used to be. This is how we used to trade over the last year and a half, because we saw a bull reaction in the stock market, a bull reaction from Bitcoin, and the altcoins jumped up faster than Bitcoin did when this 4-hour consolidation, I don't even know where it is at this point, but I think it was right here where it stood out to me, this lower high, and then this drop is when alts were pumping up faster than Bitcoin for the first time in a while. So it's definitely perking up our attention. And again, we know volatility is coming on Bitcoin because of how tight we're getting. And all you got to do is look back to every time that we've had an equilibrium that's lasted a month and a half. Nope, it hasn't been that long. It's lasted weeks in crypto. And oftentimes we get great follow through when those tightening ranges break. And the most memorable one for me is when I went aggressive, having missed 250% off of the lows from the CVID dump, but getting this equilibrium. And actually, I forget which one it was. It was either that one or this one. But either way, long, drawn out, tight equilibriums that braked with notable They broke with notable follow through. So we're paying close attention because this is essentially just priming up for a significant amount of volatility. And as traders, that means opportunity. Ethereum, daily trend change confirmed. But we are still in a weekly equilibrium, so we're not going to get too excited. It's been the weekly EMA 12 that's been really tough with all these upper wicks and rejections right off of it. Low, high, higher low, lower high, higher low is now set, and the equilibrium continues. If we fail 30.45, it's just another weekly lower high, and we could stay within this range for another week plus. Just know that that's a possibility, but the bulls are certainly pleased that they set that weekly higher low just now. So daily uptrend, high space for a higher low next time we consolidate. 4-hour uptrend is our guide. And most notably, ETH BTC is seeing the biggest shift in momentum over the last 2 months, 6 weeks. We had a weekly bear flag confirm with 0 follow through. So we zoom out and the bulls are hoping that's our monthly higher low. And it's possible we changed the daily trend on ETH BTC. We were in a spot where we're saying, we must get over this daily EMA 12 if it's going to be a weekly bear flag with 0 follow through. And the bulls proved it. They did a good job. So now we zoom out and we look to the weekly resistance. For me, the most important level is 7.5. Anything under that is a lower high, but the shift is on. The shift over the last 2 days in the stock market has been very notable for me, but we're seeing the same shift in the crypto world as well. I mean, the 3-day daily candles here on ETH BTC, look at SPY's 3 days. So it's confidence in the stock market, confidence in altcoins, in crypto. Luna has shown us the spotlight fading. It was a lead bull for a long time. And the last video that we put out, I think it was 3 days ago now, was talking about watch the BTC pairing. If we're going to, we don't see any weakness right now, but if we're going to see it, it will present itself likely on the BTC pairing first. Look at this 12-hour downtrend on the BTC pairing, which was confirmed 4 candles ago. And look at Luna USDT. It's not confirmed yet, but the red flag was given 4 candles ago because we're on the verge of confirming a daily downtrend into weekly consolidation. And granted, bigger picture, weekly consolidation, no big deal. We scout a higher low, but it's just trying to stay on top of where do I want to put my money as a bull in the crypto space or a bear. And it's been Luna for the bulls for a very long time. And being able to recognize that shift helps you take profit as a bull, helps you short if you're an aggressive bear. But most importantly, or just as important, has you shift your focus because our attention span is limited and there is opportunity cost. If I'm focusing on a coin looking bullish on Luna still, I'm missing opportunity elsewhere. And somewhere else where I might want to look for that opportunity is Sol. Sol, I've been talking about for a while, is just watching for its monthly higher low to form. The transitions in this video have been on point, unintentionally. Flow state. So we're scouting a monthly higher low. We're watching for the shift. Strong alt from Luna, weakening a bit. Weak alt in Sol, strengthening a bit. So it's still a potential falling wedge. I am looking for an entry on a 12-hour higher low for Sol. We went straight off the low here. Didn't give much opportunity. Only the real aggressive bulls got entries at this point. So I'm looking for a higher low. Ideally, we reject here. Give me that higher low and then break bull. And Sol BTC is still a daily downtrend. But again, we're watching for the monthly higher low here as well. I'm watching for Sol to gain the spotlight. And it's just giving some initial signs. Not enough yet, but watching for the daily trend change to try and shape up on both pairings and looking to add for a daily higher low. So I'm very interested in Sol from here. XRP BTC, I was just getting ready to make this video. I drew this at resistance 5 days ago and I haven't looked at it since. This is one to be watching, XRP BTC. Very nice rising wedge, bouncing off support. We'll scout a daily lower high here. But whenever I draw a pattern where I'm scouting a wedge and it respects the lines that I draw, for me, it just continues to validate this is the pattern to be watching, which is the case now for XRP. Have we changed the 4-hour trend? No, so bulls still have to do that. And the daily here is an uptrend. It's just a question of, are we going to set that? I love when the charts come up. I know weeks ago I was looking at this, but inverse head and shoulders on the XRP weekly is shaping up here. Bulls are positioned well if the crypto bulls in general continue to gain confidence. Who else is shaping up for? Well, there are a handful of names shaping up for a weekly trend change. I just like the clarity of this pattern. And it's a monthly equilibrium. Trying for the higher low, and then we'll look for the lower high. It's worth keeping an eye on XRP. I like the clarity of the current setups. I don't care about the drama whatsoever. I'm done. Do good things. Feel free to ask any questions. Establish those game plans because moves are coming and they're going to be fast and hard. And we don't want to be trying to play catch up once they do. We want to be fully prepared. Do good things.